because we think that teachers as working people cannot separate themselves off from other working people. We are all involved in the same struggle. But more importantly, we're involved in the People's Assembly because of the effects that austerity is having on the young people that we teach. And as we've already heard, the effects of austerity much worse for those people in vulnerable groups. So we're seeing children affected, but the children of disabled parents, the children of black parents, the children of single parents affected much more. We're seeing children moved from schools in London because of the bedroom tax. Children settled in schools in Hackney being moved out to other places, losing their friends. We're seeing that, we're opposed to it. We're seeing children losing their educational maintenance allowance, having to work during their sixth form, getting worse grades as a result. Disproportionately black children affected by that, but poor white children affected by the same thing. Those children get worse grades. They then see themselves competing for minimum wage jobs against graduates because youth unemployment is so bad. Those graduates themselves facing a trebling of tuition fees. So for all of these reasons, these effects on young people so bad, that's why it's right that teacher unions should be involved in the struggle against austerity. We live in a radically unequal society, and in a society where that inequality is growing all the time. Do you know that the top 1% have as much wealth as the bottom 60% in our society? That is an astonishing figure. It's not just in this country, it's international. The top 2,000 billionaires, their income, not wealth, in a single year, according to many estimates, would be enough to get rid of worldwide poverty. It's an astonishingly unequal society we live in, and it's getting worse. The austerity agenda is not affecting the wealth of these richest at all. Their wealth continues to grow. And so did you hear did any of you hear Andrew Lansley on the radio last night? Smug Andrew Lansley asked a question on the Radio 4 Question Time programme about food banks. He said he's glad that food banks exist. He said he's glad because they need to be there because people are starving, because people are hungry. But he's glad that food banks exist. He's glad that there are charities to get the money for the food banks. Well, I tell you, when we give money to charities, right outside a supermarket for a food bank, then we're doing it because we don't like that wealth and that hunger that people are in, and we want to change the world. But Andrew Lansley, when he says it, what a hypocrite! A member of the government that is imposing the bedroom tax, that is using ATOS to take wealth out of the hands of disabled people, and he says that he's glad there are charities. What a hypocrite! He should be saying, this is our fault, our mistake, we're going to put it right, and we'll start with the surplus wealth of the people in the cabinet. We will stop this happening. What a hypocrite! What a disgrace that he says that. And it's not just that announcement. We've heard about the other announcements that have been made recently. George Osborne, in his autumn statement, saying that working people aged 34 have to work till 69 to get a state pension. What a hypocrite he is. His 1% wealth, George Osborne won't be affected by that increase in the pension age at all. The state pension to him is a complete irrelevance compared with the income that he's going to get in retirement. But his announcement means that for many people, long years of working in low-paid jobs, with a very great chance of being sacked when they're 60, 62, 63, if they've got a job, because they can't keep up with younger people, and they're not able to access their state pension to 69. What a complete disgrace that is. And not just the state pension, but nurses' pensions, teachers' pensions, refuse workers' collection pensions, dinner ladies' pensions, all affected, their occupational pensions affected in the same way. Now I tell you, these attacks, the attack on pensions, the other attacks we're talking about here, they deserve and should be having a mass response. We should be having monster demonstrations. We should be having massive strike action. We should be having civic disobedience against these attacks. These attacks deserve that sort of response. And this movement here is about how we build towards that sort of response. I think the People's Assembly has got it right. It's talking about unity. It's talking about being broad-based, and it's talking about looking for the activity that we can build now, looking for the successes that we can build now, in order to build the confidence, to build towards those bigger fight-backs in the future. So I was really pleased to hear Louise talking. I was going to mention some of the things that we know about in South London. The fantastic demonstration at Lewisham Hospital, showing the victory showing that we can mobilise, giving people confidence. We've had strike action threatened in schools in Lewisham and Greenwich by the NUT and the LASUWT in the last couple of weeks that has led to some successes and some, it's led to the management backing down in those schools. So we're trying to spread the confidence from those. The NUT and LASUWT have had strike action in June in the Northwest and on October the 1st, October the 17th, which have shown that united strike action has been incredibly popular. If Gove doesn't back down, there'll be more strike action early in the new year, and that strike action will also be very, very popular. So we're building towards these things, but we all have to realise that it's all of our responsibilities, and that's why you're here today, because together we can find other activities, we can fan every flame of resistance, we can build the successes, we can build bigger demonstrations, we can lead on to those monster demonstrations and mass strike action and civil disobedience that we need to roll these people back. Thank you for coming this morning.